Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's we're going to be doing a fuel economy test with the new Toyota Camry. In the spirit of trying new things, I'm going to be doing some videos that aren't normal reviews, and well, that is one of them. So, what I'm going to be doing is do some basically around town driving with the new Camry, and then also some highway driving as well, and we'll see, how economical it actually is. Before we get in this video, I'm going to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Brent Brown Toyota in Orem, Utah for making this possible. They are loaning me out this Camry for this test. So I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. Also include a link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get right into it. So first off, if you don't know, the new Camry is powered by a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter four-cylinder, goes through an ECVT paired to a hybrid system, 232 horsepower, and as you can see here on the window sticker, the EPA says this is supposed to be able to get 46 miles per gallon. So we're going to see if we can actually get 46 miles per gallon in the new Camry. We're at just over 4,000 feet in elevation. To be exact, we're like 4,500 feet. So that should push the car a little bit more than what most people will push their cars, because most people live closer to sea level here in the US. But anyways, let's take it out. Okay, so before we set off, reset the fuel economy. Fuel economy has officially been reset, and I'll also give you guys some driving impressions in this video as well as the fuel economy. It'll be similar to that video that I did up in Park City with the Ram Rebel, where I drove through the mountains and showed the fuel economy, which that was impressive. I was able to get 18 miles per gallon driving through the mountains with that new Hurricane engine, so it'll be interesting to see what this is able to get. And I will say, I kind of enjoy doing these videos, not all the time. If this is all I did, I think I'd be pretty bored with my job. But in between, some of the reviews, just to like do some fuel economy tests and everything like this, I don't know, it's kind of fun, because it's exciting to, I don't know, do more testing with the cars than what I normally do. I'll say we can turn the climate controls down. Don't need it to be that much. But I will say the engine's just humming along right now, just shut off. Pretty seamless with that whole transition. It's pretty quiet in here. It's pretty dang quiet. And this is just an SE package, so it's not like a crazy loaded up one, but it's got pretty nice seats, pretty nice interior as well. I think this one stickers for about 35, almost 36,000. And it is all-wheel drive, if you're wondering. It's got good power right off the bat. Fuel economy's not the best so far, but we haven't gone very far. It's very smooth. That's how it performs. So since this light's gonna take a while, I'll get back to you guys once we're getting onto the interstate. Well, entering the interstate here. So this will give us a good idea of the acceleration. Wow. I wouldn't call it fast by any means, but it's got some pep. It's got some pep. Yeah, this thing's impressive about Toyota's modern hybrids is they're impressive in terms of the power outputs with them. Like it used to be, you get a hybrid, it's slow, but you get good fuel economy. Now it's like they're not fast, but they're more than quick enough, and you get good fuel economy, or you're supposed to. We'll see in today's video. Staying up to speed's not an issue either, it seems like. And then road noise here on the interstate with the new Camry. Wind noise is pretty minimal. There's a little bit of road noise. It's not bad. Wouldn't call it a luxury car. But yeah, you just turn on some music and not a problem after that. It's pretty comfortable with the ride. Yeah, fuel economy is jumping up pretty quickly now that we're on the interstate. Probably gonna pass up 30 miles per gallon soon. But there's a whole lot of ways to go to get to to get to 46 miles per gallon, which is what this is supposed to be able to get. Some other stuff, general visibility of the Camry is pretty good too. I know that's probably important to some people. You know, any daily driver car you want to be able to see out of it. Yeah, going over the little joints in the interstate's not bad. The suspension handles it quite well. Man, I don't know where this 46 miles per gallon is going to come from. Because it's going up, but it's not like... Yeah, it's not really going up too much. It's kind of just holding. Huh. Sometimes I think that EPA cabal, they do some funky stuff to get their fuel economy ratings. But yeah, the overall ride and everything, it's good. And that's the thing about the Camry, is you're never going to be like, oh, it's so good at this. It's always just it's enough. And that's a good way to explain how that performs on the highway. Okay, now it's going up quite a bit. You know, now the engine's off, that's helping out quite a bit. So, not too bad for that little highway test. So, I've got some more driving impressions for you with the new Camry. I drove it around town a little bit as part of getting to the dealership and all of that, and then trying to find the car that I was going to be filming. And here's what I'll say. The hybrid system's really impressive. It's pretty good with the, you know, on and off function. I think that they've done a really, really solid job with that. I'm just gonna let this person pass because they are going fast. So yeah, I think it did a good job. I'm still not sure how I'm going to get 46 miles per gallon in this, because it was getting into the, I was in the low 40s around, like, after the first highway drive and around town and everything. But yeah, it's just like I don't know, it's dipped pretty quick again. It's in the 30s, so I'm not sure what that's about. But it seems like, yeah, when you're transitioning between highway and city driving, it gets not so good fuel economy. But overall, it drives great. I'm really impressed with how this drives. It's very comfortable. The hybrid system's seamless, so like when it needs to give you some engine, it gives you some engine. It's quick. It's just a solid system overall. So I think that Toyota's done a really good job with this new Camry in terms of the drivability of it. The fuel economy, we'll see at the end, but I think that's a little bit, potentially, I should say, potentially a little bit dubious with this new Camry. Then the last thing I guess I'll say is, this compared to the Prius, I do still like this more than the Prius. Just for the fact that a little bit more space, I think it's a little bit more comfortable, a little bit better sound deadening. I think it's just kind of like a better car overall. But the Prius is less money, and I feel like the Prius is easier to get, because I've been able to easily get 50 miles per gallon in those Priuses, and that's what it states that it can get. So yeah, that might be the benefit to the Prius, is it's easier to get that headline fuel economy figure. So I'll let you guys know what I get at the end. Well, we are pulling into the Toyota dealership here. Once I get into the parking space, then we'll kind of call it with the Camry. So we'll just pull over here. Yeah, there we go. Let's not hit the concrete in front of us. Okay, 40 miles per gallon. That's our final reading with the new Camry. So I wasn't able to get that 46 miles per gallon. Again, I just drove around like normal. You got to also remember, I'm at over 4,400 feet above sea level here. We're pretty close to Utah Lake, so I think that puts it at almost 4,500 feet, because we're just a little bit above in elevation. So not quite a mile above sea level, but almost. And so that is going to mess up the fuel economy a little bit. But yeah, 6 miles per gallon difference. And again, I did around town, I did highway driving, I just drove it like normal. And on the highway, I wasn't driving super fast. You guys saw I was driving, you know, around 70 miles an hour, a little bit under most of the time. So yeah, maybe I just need to do more testing with the new Camry, but it might be one of those cases where the EPA was just a smidge too optimistic about the real world fuel economy. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, 40 miles per gallon is still great, but let me know what you think.